Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So I just want you guys to do me a favor. I want to go over my script, and I want you to be like brutally, like the most ignorant seller possible.
We might not do. I guess. What are you trying to get at? Are you just trying to do a worst case scenario?
No, I'm trying to perfect my script. I'm trying to be able to um, conquer any given situation I'm given, so I'll be able to come up with stuff in a minute. Cause I don't want to sound like I'm reading off of a script. I just made this up, and I want you guys to see how it is with any given objection, stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Isaac, are you you're in New York, right?
Yeah. I'm in New York, but I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm
okay.
not
We've
wholesaling in
talked.
New York. I'm actually a
You're
person.
actually pretty good cold calling, man. So give it to me, man. You got some experience. Let's get it.
Okay. Hey. This wouldn't happen to you, Zach. Would it?
Huh?
Hey, this wouldn't happen to you, Zach. Would it?
Say that again?
He said this happened.
This wouldn't
Turn
happen
back.
to be Zach. Would it?
This happened. This wouldn't happen to be Zach, is what
Yeah.
he
My
said.
mic. My mic.
He's trying to give you a clever way.
The volume's got the volume all messed up on that.
I got my hearing aid down, so
All
I
right.
apologize.
This is Zach.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was in the area and I seen your property and I loved it. You wouldn't happen to be selling it by any chance?
Which area do you like?
Okay. Yeah. I was in the property on Jacksonville, Florida, 123 Main Street.
Okay. Are you from that area?
I'm not specifically from the area, but I took a trip down the area, and I tell you, it looked nice, man. Um, I'm actually a local investor in the area. I like to buy properties as is, and your property looked like it would fit my portfolio. I wanted to know. I know this is random out of nowhere, but I wanted to know if you was interested in selling your property for a non-obligated cash offer, of course.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a resident in this area, then come by. Love to see the property.
I mean, yeah. I know this is random, like I said, but if you were able to come to terms on a price, they wouldn't have between anybody else that's a decision maker on the property, right?
No, just be me.
Okay, and did I catch you at a good time to talk about it now, or?
Sure. I mean, I'm kind of busy right now, but you can swing by Saturday if you want to come look at the house.
I mean, I just need a few questions before I'd be able to look at it to see if it'll be able to
Sure.
fit my description.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. So how's the condition of the property? I seen outside, but I didn't even get the chance to see the inside. So how's the condition of it?
It's pretty good.
Do you know the last time you did any repairs on the property?
I never got it appraised.
Oh, you never got it appraised. So the property, has there been any repairs in the last 5 years?
I think I fixed the spigot on the side once a
Speaking
couple
on the
years ago.
side. Okay, yeah. Are you familiar with the show HGTV?
Say that again?
Are you familiar with the show HGTV?
HDTV?
Yeah, so it's basically a show where they fix up houses like 2022 standards. And I wanted to ask you, if you had all the money in the world, what would you do to that specific property to make it 2022 standards? Any issues, anything that you would fix up that I need to know?
I'd probably put a pool in the back.
A
That'd be
pool in the
nice.
back. Okay, yeah. Let's go based off interior, like structural, anything you feel like is a major cause on a property that wouldn't make it look 2022 standard. What would you do to it?
I
Kitchen,
wouldn't change a
bathroom,
thing.
anything.
I really like it. I like living here.
Okay, yeah, you like living. Okay, yeah. Is there any major issues on the property that you're aware of, or no?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. All right. So if you were able to come to terms on the price of the property, when are you looking to potentially move out the property?
Probably a couple months.
A couple months? Would you say 90 days? Like any days?
Yeah, about 90 days.
Anywhere specific you're looking to move?
Say that. Come again?
Anywhere specific that you're looking to move?
Stay in Duval County.
Okay, staying in the Volcani. I actually have a local realtor here. If you wanted to, I could hook you up with him and he could find you a nice property.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do you know how much your property's worth? Do you know anything that you're looking to get out the property? Specific amount of number?
How much are you willing to buy it for?
Like I said before, I wouldn't want to disrespect you with a low offer. I also want to know, like, is there any number in your mind?
Not really. I mean, just come by and see if you're going to come by and buy it.
I mean, the way I tend to run my business, I know this may be new to you, but I tend to run offers based off a sight unseen. I work with local investors who does this for a couple of years, you know. So I tend to purchase sight unseen and then send a buyer, a partner to take pictures of the property. So if you were able to get a number out, you know,
You're gonna
because
buy my house sight unseen without looking at it.
okay, I understand how that'd be an issue. I understand. I mean,
I'm just old school. I'm old school, you know.
yeah, I understand. I understand. I did drive by the property, like I said the other day,
Oh,
and
you,
I
you
liked
drove
the
by it.
outside. You know?
So you
Yeah, I
drove
drove
by the
by the other
house?
day, and I told you I loved it. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I loved
Okay.
it.
Well, hey, come by Saturday. I'll show you the inside. And if it works, we can get an agreement going. If you drove by it, just come by.
Okay, and you wouldn't happen to be able to give an offer, not give an offer, but give a
Just come by Saturday.
Okay.
I'm retired. I got nothing going on.
Saturday, what time works for you?
10 a.m.
Saturday, 10 a.m. All right, sounds good. I didn't get to catch your name. It was Zach.
This is Zach.
Okay, my name is Isaac. So just save my number, and I'll call you around 9:30 to confirm the appointment.
All right. Sounds good, Isaac.
All right, thank you.
Bro, Isaac.
Yeah.
Are you still in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I'm in the Bronx. Yeah.
You're in the Bronx. How are you gonna come by on Saturday in Jacksonville?
Yeah, that was. I'm not gonna lie, to
Bro.
you, man. I was thinking.
All right, let me tell you straight up. This is business 101. This is how I'm brought up. This is how you got to be real with people. Do not lie.
You're gonna get caught.
You're gonna get caught in a lie. And you don't have to. Here's the difference. I could have had the same conversation in the Bronx and done really well. All you had to do is change one part of this, right? It's two things. First of all, you saying you drove by the house is a lie, so we're gonna cut that off.
Mhm.
Next part is me and my partners are looking to buy a house in Jacksonville. The biggest difference between that is now it's you and your partners. That's going to change the game, bro.
Okay.
You're gonna put fear in them. They think a whole clan's gonna show up to look at the house.
Now, Isaac, are you really going to look to buy that property and hold it in your portfolio?
No.
No. So your partner, though, your cash buyer, might want to do it in their portfolio, right?
Mm-hmm.
This gives you legitimacy. And that's how you have to approach the situation. And then, this is Florida, man. Everyone says, oh, just come by the house at Saturday, and come look at it, right? The problem with I went because I heard two lies, and then you said in the last part, you told me to be critical, so I'm being critical here.
Yeah, for sure.
You said I didn't catch your name, and you started with the line of, "Hey, is this Zach?"
Yeah.
Just understand that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, like, my cold calling script's going to be the best, and I'm saying this humbly. You got to keep it simple, and I keep it real with people. The reason why my script is so short like this is because you have to be real in between the lines.
Yeah.
You are looking to buy someone's house for cash, and you and your partner are trying to do that. Tell me a little about the property. Now, I see the script that you're going. I know who script you're talking about. No knock on this person's script, but I'm just saying the way of saying, oh, the way my company works is this. That's fine. You have to go buy it in a way when you're doing virtual of saying, hey, the way my company works is my partner's going to come by and see the property after we get an agreement. You just can't say we're gonna buy the sight unseen. Most cash buyers are gonna get freaked out. Now, if you say we do an agreement and then our partner's gonna go buy and see it, way better.
Okay.
Tweak those things and you'll do a lot better. I'm telling you.
So
good,
Isaac, a couple of things on it. Just slow down and breathe, because there's going to be opportunities when you're connecting with him to build rapport. Like when he laughs at something or something's funny, you can kind of expand. That's how you turn a script into a conversation.
Okay.
So you've got to use these 2 ears. Even though I know you're trying to get to an agenda, the only way you can connect with people and to get really good deals is have amazing rapport. And so if they give you the opportunity to make it personal, go with it. If you're doing virtual and you guys know you're doing virtual, don't tell them you're driving by the property, because you're going to get caught eventually in the lie and it's going to cost you a deal. So just straighten out your virtual part of it. And Zach had some good points on that. And the other one, when you like offering the realtor, you're going in uncharted waters. You don't know how that's going to go down.
Yeah.
And honestly, in this market, do you really want to hook them up with a realtor to show them the shock and awe of what like new properties cost? It's terrible. And I've lost a lot of deals on offering that service, thinking I'm helping up front, and it actually killed my deal in the long run. I don't want to be responsible for him buying a new house because
Okay.
you know what's going on in the market. It's a nightmare. And I've had it even work against me in really bad markets. So less is more. Stick to your points. And the only ones I want you to expand on is when you have the ability to build massive rapport.
Okay.
Like Zach goes, yeah, it's kind of like the sun out there because I like being out on the boat. And you're like, oh, that's really cool. What kind of boat do you have? That's the expansion you go on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Work on
Yeah.
it, man. I'm telling you is say the truth. You will never like I don't it sounds sexier. I know there's people that'll tell you about wholesaling, just lie about it, say you drove by the house. I personally, when I say I drove by a house, I will only say that if it's in my local market because I know
Yeah, and
how
you're
many
able to do
opponents
it.
are.
Mhm.
Because when I say I drove by a house, in Port St. Lucie, I guarantee when someone says they sold a house, there's an 80% chance I've driven by that house once in my entire life.
Yeah.
80% chance.
And they'll ask you, what day did you drive by? Like, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
People will bust you on
thing
this
is,
one.
but the cool part about us is like when there's a wholesaling deal in Port St. Lucie, 95% of the deals there within half a mile, we've personally bought in a house there.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that. I would be a little more careful saying that as virtual. Dude, just say the truth, man. Work on that script. It's good. I would simplify it and say the truth more and just tweak a little bit of it, and you're going to do good, man. I'm just telling you, I'm not an expert at cold calling or like the sales script thing, so I just have to be real. That's who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel good in my soul lying to people, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I get nervous, clammy, right? Like I'd be a terrible actor. But that's the honest truth is I can only be me. So
once you start one lie, you're going down a slippery slope, and
Yeah.
it's hard to keep track of the truth. So listen, you're going to lose some deals over it, but like I'd rather you not lose a deal and just be able to sleep at night and talk to people. And as I said, just what Zach's doing, less is more. The only time you expand is to build rapport, but don't go down like the realtor road. Like, remember, they're trying to get to know you, and you suddenly hit them with a couple partners. They're like, they're going to. So I go like, who's your partners? What's their deal? Do they have to make a decision?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Isaac, honestly, like that's what we do. Change it.
But you're good. You're good at the conversation part. Just slow it down, and you got it. Just
Okay.
get your virtual game like figured out. So just find out what roads you don't want to go down, and it'll help
Okay.
you out a lot.
Boom.
Okay. And another quick question I have for you guys is I actually have a property under contract right now, and I'm having some buyers go look through the property. But my only concern is that they're different buyers, they're different people, and when they go meet the seller, because the property's not vacant, so when they go meet the sellers, some of them told them that they seen the property through Facebook. I tried to condition them and tell them that they would go as my partners, but it looks kind of sketchy when different people come at different times and they keep meeting different other people. Like that partner excuse tends to start running out. It starts to look a little fishy.
Why didn't the first cash buyer buy the house?
Okay, so the problem with this specific property is that there's no comps within the 0.5 mile radius, but within the 1 mile
Isaac,
radius, there's a lot of comps.
Isaac,
And the driveway is extremely long. Like the driveway is very, very long. So
Isaac,
even
why
if
didn't
this
the
one
first
rehab
cash
the
buyer buy
property,
it?
huh?
Why didn't the first cash buyer buy it?
The first cash buyer said that it was worth less than my asking price.
What was the second? Why did the second cash buyer say? Why didn't they buy it?
The second cash buyer, actually, only one was able to go inside the property. The other ones wasn't able to go inside.
All right, walk some more. If you're walking multiple cash buyers to their house and it's never the deal that's the problem, it's never the cash buyer. It's usually the price.
Yeah.
So
cash buyers
we rarely will go through more than 2 walkthroughs on a house because we don't put anything under contract unless it's a deal. Most of the time, if it's too high, it's too high. Now, one cash buyer could be trying to get you. I don't know. There's not a problem. Bring a second one through. Now, if that cash buyer is a problem with the price, you're gonna have to get a reduction.
Okay. Yeah, because many of them asking me when can I see it, but I can't send 5 different cash buyers on 5 different days.
Send a second one through. Send a second one through.
And you got to underwrite your cash buyers over the phone before you send them there.
And what happened when you went to that cash buyer and asked them if they're okay with that price, did they say yes before they walked through to that price?
I mean, it was listed on the marketplace, so they was texting me about the property.
Isaac, did they say yes to the price that you offered to them before they walked through the house?
No, they just asked me.
No, they don't walk through then.
Yeah.
They have to say yes to that price before they walk through.
You're just going to burn out your seller if you keep running them all through there. So when I say underwrite them on the phone, you go, listen, I got this property. It's 200,000. You know, it needs like 15 grand worth of repairs. This is the issue. It's the roof, the AC. And here's the, I'm offering you at 200, ARV's like, I don't know, 295. With these numbers said, does that work for you?
I'm just.
And either going to go yes or no, and then they walk through the property. They go, and they'll typically say, "Well, the repairs seem a little bit more than what you talked about," and then you can talk about the numbers with that. So,
okay, yeah, and getting pictures was also a problem because the seller is disabled, so she's not really able to take many pictures of the property. That's why I was heavily relying on the walkthrough part because pictures, I got 5 of them, and that was a struggle to get, and it wasn't the best. Because the seller herself tried her best, but I don't want to, put stress on her. Because she's disabled, like I said before. So pictures of the property was a problem.
Kind of like we told JoJo,
work one of your cash buyers, but you're good on the phone. Just a couple adjustments, just like tell the truth. And listen, you got problems just like everybody else does. You just have to solve them as you go through. You need to vet these buyers before they get over there.
Okay.
And make sure they're good with the numbers. And then if they're not good with the numbers, they give you feedback. And based on that feedback, you decide if they're just a bad buyer or if you need to make a price adjustments. And then by the time the second buyer comes in, you should pretty much have it locked and loaded to get a deal done. So you just don't.
All right, sounds good.
You're not a realtor. You can't wait for like the average feedback. You need to get down to the hardcore numbers. That's it.
Sounds good. All right, thank you, guys.